Hello ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the channel. I am Starco Gaming and we are back with another Dragon Champion video. If you are level 15 or below, make sure to use the promo code Starco to get a free starter pack. To do so, it is pretty simple, guys. You go in the settings, use promo code, and you enter the code Starco, S-T-A-R-K-O. You press OK and you will receive your free starter pack. Hopefully you guys will enjoy the goodies. So guys, today it is time to announce a new game mode that is coming to Dragon Champion, Guild War. The game mode that has been requested the most by the community is finally coming to Dragon Champion. Now, before we start talking, giving details about the game mode that's coming, a lot of people is going to be asking a very specific question, guys. Very specific. It's gonna be, what is happening with Goblin Raid and Brawl? We were promised that these game modes were in development and were coming soon. Well, these two games mode actually being put on the back burner, so the dev and the development team can actually focus entirely on the Guild War, which is actually a game mode that is requested way more often than the other game modes, which is why they are doing that. So in the future they're going to start working on the other game modes again, but for now the focus of the development team is entirely on the new Guild War mode, so we can actually get more people back to the game. We can actually get the guild involved together and get a really awesome game mode, guys. Hopefully it's going to be awesome. At least it looks like it's going to be awesome. And talking about awesome, let's showcase you know how it is. So starting today, guys, at April 8th, 2 a.m. Pacific time, we are now allowed to divulge all the information that were released to us. Now just keep in mind, guys, that this is not final. There are many things that can change depending on the feedback. Nothing in this video is final. This is a work in development and things will change with the development, but hopefully that will give you a general idea of what's coming to the game, guys. So let's get started with this awesome post. We would like to share a Guild War mode concept and a rule set with you and hear your feedback. Read it carefully, take your time if you need, and don't hesitate to ask any question. We really want it to be fun and fascinating experience for everyone, so we would like to hear what you think. And to make it easier for you guys, I'm actually gonna remove the webcam so we can just read it properly, guys. Hopefully that's gonna help. So here we go. Guild War schedule. Guild War season is going to consist of 10 matches, just like in the Battlegrounds. The match consists of 3 phases: registration, defense, and attack. Each phase lasts for 24 hours. There will also be 1 day off between the matches, so it's going to be a 4-day schedule instead of being a 3-day schedule, from what I can understand here. Not to overwhelm you with all this action both in BG and Guild War, the phases will be overlapped. During the Guild War registration phase, the attack in the battleground will take place. When there is a break in the battleground, the defense phase will begin in the Guild War mode. So now battleground and Guild War will be on a 4-day schedule instead of being on a 3-day schedule. That's actually going to be pretty interesting. Registration phase: if you have at least 10 hero on level 50 and above, you can register for the Guild Wars. Like in the Battlegrounds, your roster is saved in the same state as you register. Afterwards, you can either update it, or if you choose not to battle, opt out of the Guild War. To qualify for the matchmaking phase, the guild need to have at least 14 registered players by the end of their registration period. Otherwise, they will get a message that not enough players are registered, and they can't take part at this time. Based on the number of players that have registered for the Guild War, there will be 3 maps for 14 to 17 players, 18 to 21 players, and 21 to 25 players. The system will put you on one of them with 14, 21, or 25 fortresses. In all cases, you will start with a line of 4 fortresses in the front. Defense phase. When the defense phase begins, you find yourself on the map with a fortress assigned to you. The higher roster power, the further from the enemy on the map your fortress will be. So basically, the strongest account will be the last line of defense, which is actually pretty interesting. You can only put your heroes in the to the fortress that was assigned to you. You're gonna own the fortress. You're gonna have a few teams you can actually set. We don't know yet how many teams you're gonna be able to set and all of that, but that's how it's gonna work. The number of team slot per fortress is determined by the number of 52 plus level hero in your roster. These slots will initially be filled by mobs, cultists. You can replace the mobs with your team or leave the mobs there. Mobs can be mixed with heroes. Now, take in consideration that if you decide to leave the mobs there, you will not receive defense point. Only heroes of level 50 and above can be set on the defense. Heroes put on the defense will bring points to the guild score, just like in Battleground. A player also get points for his personal score for the heroes they set on the defense based on their power. So the higher power team you set, the more personal points you're gonna get. Personal points do not affect your guild score, by the way, guys, but it affects your personal score, which is gonna decide who's gonna be the MVP, for example, at the end of the season. Next, hero put. Okay, we just read that. If there are less players in the match, there are fortresses on the map. Unoccupied fortresses are filled by mobs and located near the enemy border. So basically, the weakest defense is going to be the main front of the front line. You know, the PNs, if you can call it that. You know, the sacrifice, pretty much. That's what's going to be the frontal lines of defense. The numbers of team in the fortresses will be based on the player's heroes quantity. So the more heroes you have and the more teams you're going to be able to set in your defense. Auto defense. Yes, the system will record how players set their defense during the last battle, and you can set the same defense just by tapping the button. Here's an early design to come, and you can get the idea how the maps are going to look like. The actual interface is in the work. The sword on the left is where the attack begins from, and the dots are obviously the castle, which are actually fortresses. So here you can see the sword. This is going to be the first line of defense. Then you're going to progress through there, which stronger team on each line, and then you're going to have the strongest team from your guild, your strongest guildmate, that's going to be holding the last line of defense here. Actually pretty interesting design here. The attack phase, you can use your 52 plus level heroes during the attack phase. You cannot use heroes that you have used on the defense. So unlike Battleground, hero you use on defense cannot be used again on offense, which is actually pretty damn awesome. It's going to bring a lot of strategy into deciding what you do. You cannot reuse the hero who have already taken a part in the battle that has resulted in a victory or a defeat. So if you win, your team is done. If you get beat and you fail your guild, your team is done too, unlike in Battleground. I think that's a much better system here. You'll be able to attack the fortress that you see. For instance, in the beginning, you will be able to attack four fortresses at the front, like when we show the map. The first line, the 4 fortresses at the front are the one you're going to be able to attack. 2 players can attack the same team at the same time. You'll be able to see who's attacking who in the interface. Every victory brings points to the guild score. Just like in Battleground, player also get their personal score for every hero they defeated, regardless of the attack outcome. Points for winning at the first, the second, and third attempt go only to the guild score, which means that the attempt are common for the whole guild. So for example, if Madlo go first and get wreck, then it's for example, it's Prosser time to go. I'm talking about my guildmate here, and then he beats it. It will the guild will receive a second clear points instead of getting first clear point, if that makes any sense to you guys. Where I was. If all the teams in the fortress were defeated, it's declared Conqueror. In this case, the guild also get points for conquering it and also gain access to the neighboring fortress. So not only you're gonna get access to well, you're gonna get access to the back line pretty much, because the sideline, well, the sideline is actually if we look at the map here, for example, you clear for example, you already cleared the first line, and you actually, you don't clear the first line, you just clear the first node here. Okay, for example, the node I have here, so you're getting access to those two nodes right here. Now if you go with the middle node and you kill it, you're gonna get access to that middle top node, well, that third line, second line top node here, even though you did not clear the two before it. So pretty much every node that's connected to a line that gets killed will unlock all the nodes that are around. So every node, middle nodes here, for example, will unlock 6 nodes. Well, not 6 because those 2 are already unlocked, but you get the point here. It's pretty awesome. I like it, to be honest. And then here to unlock the last node, for example, you only need to clear one of the 2 sides to unlock the last node, but you still need to clear as much as possible to actually you know, to score as much point as possible. But you do want to go and clear the last line of defense, because that will give you more points, for example. At least that's the way I understand how this thing works so far. I'm trying to find where I was. Okay, the further the fortress location, the more points for conquering it. You will receive these points also go to the guild score, not personal player score. What happens if a player decide to change guild? If player leave the guild during the registration phase, his participation will be cancelled. However, they can register and participate in the guild war with the new guild. If a player leave the guild during defense or attack phase, his defense remain in the outgoing guild war, and the guild keeps the points for this defense, and the attack result are also accounted for. If a player changed their guild, their personal guild war score is lost because they cannot be MVP of the new guild since they did not participate in the new guild, for example. I think that just makes sense. Next we have match result. The guild to gain the most guild points per match. Win and receive extra points for the victory. Guild points are added to the guild season score and affect the guild movement in the league. Like in the battleground, all guild members who receive at least 1 point in their personal score for this match receive the same rewards. The rewards depend on the league, like in the battleground. Season and rewards. Season result and reward. Every guild member receive a basic reward even if they only score a single point in their personal score, and 1 chest per milestone achieved in their personal point chart. 1 guild member with the highest personal score MVP in the league in the guild receive an extra reward that is unique. The rewards depend on the league in which the guild finished this season. Also, shop in currency. Similar to the battleground and raid mode, Guild War will also have its own currency and shop, and that covers pretty much all the information we had about Guild War, guys. So hopefully you guys are excited for this. I am pretty excited to actually get this new awesome game mode. It's gonna bring a lot of players back. It's also gonna bring a sense of community to guild, which I think is something that this game is currently missing. So I do believe that Guild War is the right decision to be the next game mode. I know that some people are sad that we don't have the Goblin Raid yet or don't have Brawl yet, but I think Guild War is what's gonna be best for at least the guild community in Dragon Champion, because we needed guild or pointless at this moment. So we definitely need Guild War to be released as soon as possible. So once they get more information about this game mode, guys, it will be released. Well, Lizardbreath will be doing a post about it, sharing more information. Also, guys, again, this is not final, guys. This is currently in development. Things will be changing depending on you guys' feedback, and if you guys have feedback, guys, make sure you share it in the comment section, guys, so we can actually share it to the dev team and they can actually make adjustment if adjustment are needed. But personally, I think that the setup is actually pretty awesome. I think they thought about mostly everything, but if you guys have feedback, guys, please share, away. So guys, anyway, that's all we had for this special announcement. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Hopefully you guys are excited for this new game mode in Dragon Champion. So guys, as soon as I get more information about this game mode, I will be sharing it with you if I am allowed to, and hopefully we'll get this game mode released as soon as possible. And on that, guys, make sure you keep enjoying playing Dragon Champion, and I'll see you guys again in the next video. Thank you.